Warm sunlight spills across the royal courtyard as the gates of destiny creak open, welcoming the audience into a world where elegance, loyalty, and heartbreak dance on the same thin line. The story unfolding today is not simply a tale of romance or betrayal, it is a quiet storm rising in the heart of a palace where every whisper matters. Welcome to a chapter that dares to ask what no one has ever spoken aloud. Is this the woman who will break Sheikh Hamdan's family apart? The royal family has always carried itself with unshakable grace, but even the strongest dynasty feels the tremble when a stranger steps across the threshold with eyes that conceal untold intentions. She arrived silently, wrapped in mystery, her presence stirring winds that had long been calm. Some call her a blessing, others a threat, but no one can deny the power she holds over the prince whose heart has been both his strength and his weakness. Sheikh Hamdan, admired by millions, trusted by his people, has always been a man of loyalty. His life is built on promises made to his wife, to his children, and to his kingdom. Yet something in this woman's presence unsettles him. Not because he seeks more, but because she awakens memories he buried long ago, dreams he once chased but walked away from for the crown he carries. His wife, the woman who stood by him in storms and sunlight, senses the shift in the air before anyone else. She notices the small changes, the hesitations, the distant eyes, the silence that lingers too long. She does not fear the new woman. She fears the uncertainty that comes when a heart is pulled in two directions. She wonders whether love is strong enough to survive a shadow that refuses to move. The palace servants whisper in hidden corridors, exchanging glances heavy with speculation. They have watched kingdoms fall over smaller matters than this. They have seen how a single glance can ignite a fire, how a single rumor can grow sharp enough to cut through the strongest bond. And now, they watch Sheikh Hamdan walk a path lined with dangerous temptations he never asked for. This woman, beautiful, composed, and impossibly confident, walks through the palace as though she already belongs there. Her eyes carry secrets, her smile hints at a story no one has heard. Some say she came seeking help, others believe she came seeking him. But the truth is buried beneath layers no one has dared to peel back yet. A storm brews inside the royal chambers as emotions collide with unspoken fears. Sheikh Hamdan's wife tries to remain strong, but her heart aches with a fear she never expected to feel, the fear of being replaced, the fear of losing the man she believed would stand with her forever. She wonders whether love has an expiration date when confronted by temptation wrapped in beauty. Meanwhile, the mysterious woman watches everything with calm precision. She is not careless. She understands the power of proximity and uses it with chilling grace. She knows the prince is vulnerable not because he is weak, but because he is human. And humans, even royal ones, are always drawn to what feels like destiny, whether it destroys them or not. There comes a moment when Sheikh Hamdan finds himself standing between the two worlds that define his life, the loyal world he built with his wife and the uncertain world that follows this woman like a shadow. He tries to silence the noise, but emotions have a way of breaking past even the strongest guards. He begins questioning whether fate is guiding him, or testing him. The woman's presence becomes a daily echo, slipping into conversations, occupying thoughts, challenging boundaries. She's not the type to retreat, nor the type to fear consequences. Her boldness creates tension in every hallway, in every silent dinner, in every passing glance. Whispers darted through the marble corridors of the palace like sparks waiting to ignite a wildfire. For months, the royal household had thrived behind a facade of perfect unity, until she arrived. No one knew exactly how she managed to catch the Sheikh's attention, but one thing was certain, her presence alone had shifted the palace's atmosphere from serene tradition to volatile uncertainty. Servants who once spoke freely now lowered their voices, afraid to echo the rumors that were swelling like an approaching storm. She was unlike any woman the family had ever encountered, sharp-eyed, unnervingly confident, and fully aware of the power she wielded. Her name, still new to palace tongues, carried an electric charge whenever spoken. She didn't belong to their world, yet she walked through it as if it were already hers. Some called her ambitious, others dangerous, but all agreed on one thing: she had come at a time when the family's unity was most fragile. Behind closed doors, arguments erupted with an intensity the palace walls had not witnessed in decades. The Sheikh, normally composed and unshakable, seemed torn between loyalty to his family and the magnetic pull of the newcomer. Every conversation led back to her, the decisions he made, the events he attended, the subtle changes in his demeanor. The royal council grew restless. Tradition was being challenged by a force they hadn't anticipated. The family matriarch was the first to confront the issue directly. She summoned the woman privately, expecting a fearful or apologetic response. Instead, she was met with a calm, unwavering gaze that held no trace of hesitation. The matriarch left the room shaken, not by insults or threats, but by the unsettling certainty that this outsider understood exactly what she was doing, and exactly how much destruction she could cause. Soon, the public caught wind of the tension. Social media erupted with speculation, photographs, and wild theories that only added fuel to the chaos. Every sighting of the mysterious woman sparked new debates. Was she a future bride? A political distraction? A wedge driven straight into the heart of the royal household? No one could say for sure, but the more the palace tried to silence the noise, the louder it grew. In the end, the question haunting everyone, servants, citizens, even members of the royal bloodline, was simple yet terrifying: had she come to love the Sheikh, or to dismantle everything he stood for? Because one thing had become unmistakably clear: whether by design or by destiny, this woman had the power to